Welcome to the other road course race on the NASCAR circuit, Watkins Glen International, standing at 2.45 miles long inside the Finger Lakes region. This road course is a very demanding place for these NASCAR Sprint Cup drivers. You must rely on a great setup, great car, and a whole lot of patience. Let's take you around here for a lap at this joint. This track in the past is known for its high-speed racing, its great finishes. And it's kind of glad we're giving this place a doubleheader weekend. But it's also been known for its nasty wrecks, especially coming out of the carousel. Sam Hornish in 2009, Ryan Newman in 2014 come to mind. So coming out of turn 7, you want to be hard on the brakes to have a great line coming off the turn and going towards the start-finish line before you barrel down into turn 1. Keep the car as close to the outer white line as you can before you slam on the brakes and arc it into the curb into turn 1. Then you let it roll through the S's, keep the power down most of the way up, but try not to go off course as you'll lose time, which could really hurt you at the end of the race. Then we go to the fastest part of the racetrack, which had the inner loop added in the 1992 when J.D. McDuffie had a fatal crash in 1991 going into the carousel. Keep the car on the bottom as tight as you can. Just let the car edge a smidge out to the corners. Now, what I forgot to mention about the inner loop, if you blow past it and go straight into the carousel, you have to come to a complete stop. Make your way through a couple left and right-handers, and that's a lap around Watkins Glen International. Three spots are left for these drivers to get into the chase. With Jeff Gordon winning his second race of the year at Indy, will we see a new winner or will we see a repeat winner? Pace car is off. Marcus Ambrose won the pole. He will lead him down for race 1 of a historic weekend at Watkins Glen. Let's go racing in the Finger Lakes region. Diving into turn 1, tight. And around goes Labonte already. Got cars all over the place. You knew the inner loop was going to be a hard issue as Danica Patrick overshoots turn 1. Spins out Bobby Labonte, jumps the curb. Mark Martin also got a piece of it. So a bit of a wild start to this race. Pace car is off. Can we make it out of turn 1, please? Made it through. There was a lot of contact. They make it out okay. And now we rush to the inner loop. Marcus Ambrose is from Australia. Australian circuit is very fast. Is filled with a lot of road courses. He's looking to be strong this afternoon. Dale Jr. goes wide, 3 wide up the middle for Kenseth as Kenseth gets into the barriers. kept it clean, and gets finished off by Jamie McMurray.
Bring that truck, I'm gonna need you to go out.
Robbie Gordon, he is outside the top 30. If he wins, he better put on an amazing performance tomorrow and between Bristol and Atlanta to get in. Saw him up there. They make it through okay. There's a lot of bumping. Joey Logano tries to get 12th from Dylan Murway. They make a little bit of contact. Dylan Murway is going to blow by Hornish and Robbie Gordon and slam on the brakes going into turn 1. Or into the inner loop. Everyone makes it through okay. Can we make it through turn 6, though? Dylan Murray gets under Harvick for the 9th position. Can't quite make the pass. Gets the power down off of 7. As Greg Biffle will lead the first lap after what was a bit of a halting start to this race. Dylan Murray battling with the road course win leader Jeff Gordon for 8th. Jeff Gordon's another one that you always have to watch out for at these road courses. He isn't the all-time leader for a reason. Last time he won at Watkins Glen, though, 2001. On the run to his 4th championship. So he won't be as much of a factor as when we went out to Sonoma, but he's still going to be a part of the conversation when it comes down to the end of this race, I think. Dylan Murray put a big run down. He's going to get to the inside of Jimmy Johnson for 4th, maybe. Johnson can hold by probably half a bumper. Dylan will take the lead. Montoya comes back. He's another fast car on this road course. His only 2 Cup wins came at road courses. He won at Sonoma in 2007 off of a late fuel mileage gamble. And he won it 2010, beating who else? Marcus Ambrose, off of a fuel mileage gamble. The top 3 as it sits is Greg Biffle, Marcus Ambrose, Kyle Busch, the top 3. Dylan Murray and Juan Montoya fight for 4th. Just a reminder, those who perform poorly in this race, especially those who are outside that cut line, way outside, or those needing a win like Stewart or Keselowski, or even Ambrose and Biffle, you have another opportunity to win tomorrow out here. But opportunities are starting to run out. So I expect a lot of drivers to race really aggressive between now and Atlanta Motor Speedway, which is the cutoff race. Dylan Murray has broken up the Ford tandem with Greg Biffle and Marcus Ambrose. Biffle smokes the left front. And Dillmore is going to try to peek to the inside of Biffle. Neck and neck going into turn one. Dylan Murray takes the lead. They're going to give that spot to him as Biffle takes the lead back on the outside. Now, statistically, Greg Biffle has typically not done too good on these road course races in terms of wins. A road course is probably the biggest thing Greg Biffle dreads, and coming into this race, his goal is just do a lot of sims on iRacing and just survive. And I think so far he's doing pretty good in the survival aspect. Especially when you got Dylan Murray, who's aggressive pretty much everywhere we go, breathing down your neck. It looks like green flag pit stops are beginning.
All 4 tires are worn. You need some gas. I think we can use a little more tape too. Okay, let's do this. In and out.
Danica Patrick is now your leader, by the way.
Let's go to work, boys. Here we go.
So it's ought to be interesting to. Oh, 3 wide. They were 3 wide coming out of pit road for a moment. Bush goes wide. That was a bit sketchy. And keep in mind, the length of both of these races is 18 laps, which on a road course is a while, or it takes a long time. But keep in mind, these are sprints compared to what these guys run in real life, which is 90 laps. This is basically 2 sprint races across a couple days. Also, pit strategy could be a major topic of discussion in this race, especially on these final stops. Will drivers try to opt for 2? How about no tires? Especially in the final stretch of this race. Oh yeah, Joe Nemechek is your leader, by the way. And also, you have to save your car for tomorrow as well. As you tear it up, it's going to be a long, long day. Nemechek holds up Biffle, holds up Dylan, and 3 cars going into the inner loop fighting for the lead. Biffle gets the room. Oh, he lit up the tires, though. Almost broke into a drift. Trying to get to Biffle and take the lead. Dylan took the lead just at the start-finish line. Greg Biffle, Dylan Murray 1-2. Biffle is basically led. He's dominated the first race here in the Finger Lakes 150. Dylan's still, he's racing like it's 3 to go. I'm surprised Biffle doesn't start giving it back to him. A bit of contact there. It's Biffle and Montoya fighting for the win. Here, the lead late-ish here at Watkins Glen. Dylan takes the lead just at the start-finish line. Can he clear him? Biffle on the outside, Dylan on the inside. Biffle driver's left in turn 1, takes the lead out of 2. Dylan Murray is all over that back bumper. Biffle into the grass. Saves it somehow. Somehow both of them got out of it. Five to go. And Dylan's still pulling even in 1. This time, he's got a ball left front. Almost misses turn 1. Biffle takes the lead right back. Keep in mind, drivers are going to have to think about pit stops here. In these next few laps, Biffle still gets hit. Question is, that was a good enough hit. Could that have maybe damaged the fender a little bit? Let's listen to radio communications from Greg Biffle. Next time the 25 drills me, I'm going to park him. First time. You get it? What's your damage? Fender's fucking smashed in, Joel. 25 keeps dooring me in the bus stop. Settle down. Settle down. Got a long way to go here, man. Here comes Dylan Roy charging the corner. I think both of them are on the same strategy. Both Murray and Biffle. But Dylan's left front is almost gone. So they should probably opt for a 4-tire job and maybe a quick splash depending on how the cautions fall. And it looks like we could see pit stops here. Other than those 2 yellows at the start of this race, Matt Kenseth getting spun and Danica Patrick taking out Bobby Labonte on lap 1, we have been clean and green. Dylan Murray has been aggressive, but it's mostly been the Greg Biffle show. And pit stops come down to this. Half the field is on pit road at this point. Depending on the way things will play out. in race 1.
Okay, boys.
This ought to be fun.
Here we go.
Dylan pulls into pit road. This is what could be the last money stop. Who gets out quicker? Biffle gets out first.
Good job, boys. Great pit stop. Doing great, buddy. That pit stop will make all the difference.
3 laps of racing to go. Dylan Murray and Greg Biffle could be fighting for the win right here. Being a 4, if Biffle could, if he can hold on, so I think he's led all but maybe a handful of laps today. This could be Greg Biffle could punch his ticket late into the chase with the win. 2 to go. And this is where Dylan's going to charge the corner. He goes wide. He tried to get a good line. He misses the corner. Goes way offline. And Greg Biffle comes to the lead. Biffle looks low. There's a lap car from Nemechek up ahead. They are 3 wide. And Dylan's going to take the spot. Biffle looks low. Dylan Murray is locked on to that bumper of Greg Biffle, almost borderline pushing him into turn 6. Wise gets shoved wide. Contact is made. You're about to see Dylan get real aggressive here in a minute. The white flag is out. This is the last lap of the race. Both cars go wide. Contact is made. Dylan, Biffle fighting for the win. There is a lap car up ahead, Denny Hamlin. Could possibly fall a lap down by the time this is over. Biffle looks, trying to pass. They're wide. Biffle into the dirt. Hamlin into the dirt. Montoya's up here. He could mix things up by the time this is over. 3 wide. Big mess. Popple into the middle. You see Dylan probably moving wide here. Murray charges the corner. Both cars are into the dirt. They're leaning on each other. Into turn 7. They bang. They touch. At the line, Biffle by half a car length. Greg Biffle will win race 1 at Watkins Glen, followed by Dylan Murray 2nd, Juan Pablo Montoya 3rd, Marcus Ambrose 4th, Jimmy Johnson 5th, Tony Stewart 6th, Kyle Busch 7th, Brad Keselowski 8th, Jeff Gordon 9th, and Kevin Harvick 10th. Looking through the rest of the field, Sam Hornish ends up 11th, Robbie Gordon 13th. And looking further back, that's where a lot of these guys that need good points runs. Ambrose got a good point staying fourth. Montoya is actually creeping into the points picture, believe it or not. Matt Kenseth, 31st. Denny Hamlin, 40th. So, you think, yes, today's race was crazy? Oh, wait, we got another day of this. Tomorrow at noon, the Sprint 100.